Today, we will share with you the profound insight about the keys to inviting divine blessing into our lives. The journey of blessings begins with Iman, faith, and Taqwa, mindfulness of Allah. When these two virtues intervene within us, divine blessings flow abundantly. The Quran says,
أن أهل القرى آمنوا واتقوا لفتحنا عليهم بركات من السماء والأرض ولكن كذبوا فأخذناهم بما كانوا يكسبون.
had the people of those societies been faithful and mindful of Allah, we would have overwhelmed them with blessings from heaven and earth. But they disbelieved, so we seized them for what they used to commit. Surah Al-Araf 96. This truth reveals an astonishing insight. While appearances can be deceptive, the contentment of non-Muslims often conceals a hidden struggle, reflected in higher rates of unhappiness and even suicide. In contrast, Muslims, despite facing economic challenges, display a lower suicide rate, a testament to the barakah, blessings in their lives. True happiness isn't tied to wealth. Rather, even a modest iman and unwavering taqwa can lead to a fulfilling life. Rooted in these virtues, we should distance ourselves from shirk, kufr, and nifaq, nurturing steadfast taqwa, and Allah promises to increase barakah in our life. Moving on to our second key, initiating actions with Bismillah. This simple phrase carries immense significance. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, emphasized its value, particularly when consuming food. Saying Bismillah before a meal protects it from shaitan's influence, infusing it with blessings. Similarly, remembering Allah upon entering our home safeguards us from shaitan's presence. Starting with Bismillah shields our good endeavors from negative interference, magnifying their blessings. Therefore, beginning any virtuous act with the name of Allah is paramount. Our third key unveils a universal truth. A deep connection with the Quran attracts blessings. Where the Quran is recited and understood, blessings flourish. Allah states,
هذا كتاب أنزلناه مبارك فاتبعوه واتقوا لعلكم ترحمون.
This is a blessed book we have revealed, so follow it and be mindful of Allah, so you may be shown mercy. Surah Al-An'am 155. The Quran is a source of blessings. Incorporating it into our lives ushers more blessing our way. The Prophet, peace be upon him, affirmed that through the Quran, Allah elevates some and brings down others. So, reciting, understanding, and practicing the Quran is one of the most effective ways to lead a blessed life. Moving ahead, the fourth key is charity or sadaqah. By giving in charity, we distance ourselves from calamities. Our well-being isn't solely the result of our efforts. Adversities can strike despite our endeavors. Engaging in charity shields us from trouble and contributes to our well-being, even if our income isn't not high. The Prophet, peace be upon him, said, "Give charity even if with a portion of a date fruit, and save yourselves from the hellfire." Consistent acts of charity are pivotal. Our fifth key centers on nurturing strong ties with relatives, especially parents and siblings. Strong relationship with blood-related relatives and never sever ties with them, even if those relatives exhibit negative behavior. Allah bestows blessings upon the life of that individual. We should keep positive connections with our relatives and stand by their side in their bad times. By doing this, we can assure blessings in our life. Our sixth key emphasizes starting our day early. The Prophet, peace be upon him, supplicated, "O Allah, bless my ummah in its early mornings." Musnad Ahmad. It's also mentioned in another hadith that blessings have been placed in the early hours for my ummah. If you sleep in during the morning, blessings may not enter your life. It is important to work during this time, even if your work doesn't typically begin in the morning, such as opening a shop. You should still prepare yourself for that task. The early morning time is not suitable for sleeping. If circumstances demand, you can rest during the midday. Morning sleep is not also beneficial for health. Whatever work you engage in during the morning, Allah will bestow blessings upon it. Our seventh key is establishing personal prayers and encouraging our family to perform prayers. It's not enough to pray only for oneself. It is necessary to establish prayers within the family. Many individuals pray for themselves but neglect the prayers of others in their families. Allah commands in the Quran,
وأمر أهلك بالصلاة واصطبر عليها لا نسألك رزقا نحن نرزقك والعاقبة للتقوى.
enjoin the prayer on your family and be patient upon it. We do not ask you for provisions, we provide for you, and the outcome will always be for the righteous. By establishing prayers and ensuring steadfastness in them, Allah assures us that He will take care of our sustenance. Key number 8. Placing trust in Allah assures His assistance. The more a believer places their trust in Allah, the more He will assist them. If faith, belief, and reliance on Allah diminish, and reliance on worldly matters increases, Allah may expose them to humiliation through those very things. This is the sunnah, tradition of Allah. Hence, the more one places their trust in Allah, the more He will elevate and help them. Those who place greater trust in Allah, especially regarding sustenance, will receive more blessings from Allah's side. When we face tests concerning sustenance, some of us start to panic and worry, engaging in unnecessary talk. But if we maintain our trust in Allah, and our sustenance will come from where we can't imagine. When trust in Allah is maintained, His mercy comes. The Messenger, peace be upon him, said, "You must have such trust in Allah that if you truly rely on Him, He would provide for you just as He provides for birds. They leave their nest in the morning empty and return in the evening full. We cannot fathom from where Allah's sustenance will come." Our ninth key involves constant istighfar, seeking forgiveness from Allah. Throughout the day, engage in constant istighfar, meaning seeking forgiveness from Allah. Istighfar can be done in various ways, at the very least by saying Astaghfirullah, which means I seek forgiveness from Allah. Saying this indicates your desire for Allah's forgiveness. Saying it, reflect on your own sins and say it with humility. If you can do this, Allah will arrange your sustenance. Allah mentions in Surah Nur,
فقلت استغفروا ربكم إنه كان غفارا يرسل السماء عليكم مدرارا ويمددكم بأموال وبنين ويجعل لكم جنات ويجعل لكم أنهارا.
Seek your Lord's forgiveness, for He is truly most forgiving. He will shower you with abundant rain, supply you with wealth and children, and give you gardens as well as rivers. Surah Nur. Therefore, through istighfar, sins are forgiven, and blessings are bestowed upon wealth, children, and sustenance. Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "Whoever holds on to istighfar and practices it regularly, Allah will open up a way for them from every difficulty and relieve them from every distress, and He will provide for them from sources they could never imagine." And our final key, practicing the comprehensive salam greeting. By saying Assalamu Alaikum wa Rahmatullahi wa Barakatuh, when we say this, we are invoking peace, mercy, and blessing from someone. Through this greeting, we express our wish for tranquility, Allah's mercy.